Welcome back to the Material Peace Experience. This is like my third time recording this because I fucked up halfway in the way. I'm a little pissed off. No, I'm not. But it's going to be a good video. I promise y'all that. Look, I want to talk about desire. So I've been reading a shit ton of Stoic books recently, as evidenced by like my past few videos, I imagine. And I came across one about desire. Now, the Stoics believe, I was reading literally like outside. I was reading right there where I'm looking. Like, guys can't see because I'm not going to flip the camera, but I was reading right there, looking at the sun, reading a page, and I was struck, absolutely struck. The Stoics believe desire to be the big fault for a bunch of your sufferings, your disappointment, your loss, your sorrow, your grief, all this because of desire. Now, what they argue is the man who has no desire is invincible. He's invincible to sin, he's invincible to sorrow, invincible to loss of presence of mind. He has no desire to do anything bad. Like, you can give him a sugar and he's like, I don't want it. But that's not very fucking likely. You're always going to have a desire. Even desire for food, for shelter, and all that. You're going to have that. So instead, you should want very, very, very little. You should want little. It's like have you ever been in class with like an English teacher or just some teacher that's like, oh, I don't give out hundreds because it's very hard to get to perfection because they think 100 is absolute fucking perfection. It's cool. No, bitch. I did everything on the assignment that you set out for me. Give me the fucking 100. I had a teacher like that. I still got a good grade because I'm a fucking G in that class. But that kind of pissed me off that I couldn't get to 100. Sorry, I kind of spat a little there. You're welcome. Now, instead, this is something like that. The Stoics say you're probably not going to ever get to the 100, but you should be very, very happy with the 90 to 92. Even 95 even is very, very fucking good. That's like very close to perfection. That's an amazing fucking job. And I was thinking to myself, okay, this is very old knowledge, and I know a lot of this knowledge can still be used today, and still is, and has given me a tremendous amount of fortitude and just learning. But I wonder if it really, really holds up. Because is self-improvement not a desire? Is it not a desire to better oneself? How can that be a bad thing? Now, there are bad desires. There are good desires and bad desires. It's my idea. It might change, of course, like all things. You could have a bad desire like wanting 20 people to like you. 20 people. Wanting a bunch of people in your class to approve of you. Who gives a shit? You could want a desire like, oh, I want to eat a caramel carrot. Who gives a fuck? Like, you could have a desire like, oh, I really want to have a Rolls Royce. I want to make that money and spend it on material objects. I think a lot of material objects are bad desires. You should be as unmaterialistic as possible in this situation. I think that's just better for your soul, too. You could want like, oh, I want the Balenciaga. I want the Gucci robes. Like, that's all bad desire. Now, there's good desire, too. But there are a lot fewer good desires. For example, rigorous self-improvement, 100%. 100 fucking %. I know. Hey, shut the fuck up, bird. Well, you're kind of cute, though. It's a small birdie, I think. Okay. Now, there's some really, really, really good shit. You're going to have to listen to that bird. It's kind of cool, actually. Rigorous self-improvement. I know. I am far fucking better off because I went through rigorous self-improvement when I first started. And of course, I'm still going through it. I'm not making it sound like I'm just not. But I remember, since the day I started working out, I have gained so much more fucking confidence, so much more ability that I exude this fucking aura. I look far more threatening. I'm able to fucking threaten people. I'm able to like genuinely kick someone's ass. And I fucking love that. Like, obviously, but not a good thing. I am far more grateful because if I didn't start that rigorous self-improvement, I wouldn't have learned about the Stoics. I wouldn't have learned about this and that. I wouldn't have meditated. Would have made my mind stronger because I went through hell and back, and I'm making another trip through. I am far fucking better because of it. I didn't cross if you cross a pond, I made an example of this video before. If you cross a pond, okay, that's like 20 seconds when you're in the fucking water. You can still see the other side. And of course, it was a little murky. It was a little nasty. There's probably some parasites trying to get up on your dick. But you can still see where the fuck you came from. But if you cross an ocean, you can't see the other fucking side of the ocean. If you cross from like California, like San Jose or some shit, I don't know if that's in California. If you cross from California to Japan, you can't see across the ocean. You've gone through that entire fucking journey and you can't see back where you started, and that's what you want. That's what you want. It is legitimately hard, and this is a flex. This is a good fucking flex too. It is hard for me to imagine what I used to live like, because for so long I've been better than that. I've been better than that. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Like, that's a fucking sick feeling, and I'm far better off from it because I traveled through the ocean, and I'm better because of the journey. That is an amazing desire. Now, even with these good desires, you can make a fuck up. You can be run by desire. You can be run by your desire rather than you running the desire. Now, this is a big difference. This is a difference between, like, for example, you controlling your anxiety versus your anxiety controlling you. You don't want that. Nobody fucking wants that. You don't want to have terrible anxiety and immediately fall to it every time it pops up. No, you want to have anxiety and be like, I don't need this. This shit doesn't affect me. I am in control. This is simply a feeling. A feeling founded on nothing. And so it vanishes. That's what you want. That's how you want to run desires, but still go through with them because you're in control. Now, I was run by desire for a while. With my business, I wanted to make a lot of fucking money. I wanted to make money because I wanted freedom. I wanted freedom, and I wanted to retire my parents, my grandma. That's all very, very fucking good. But I was kept being run. I kept grasping for the end goal, just the end goal. But it's not the end goal that makes the man; it's the journey. Oh my God, that's a quote. Woo! I gotta watch that back and write that shit down. It's not the end goal that makes a man; it's the journey. Damn, it's good. Sorry, yeah, not to toot my own horn. Where was I? Not the end goal. I was being run by the idea of getting to the end and grasping for it every time there's a chance. Every time there's a chance, just like fucking. If I'm falling to my death, I'm hanging on by like pieces of straw instead of falling and then catching myself, because I would have been better through that. Imagine, like, eventually, I know if I work hard enough, and I will. If I work hard enough and I do all this shit and I do it right, like a sushi conveyor belt, my prize will arrive before me. I don't need to reach over 20 people to get to it. It's very disrespectful. It's gonna come to me. I know it will. You can see it on my face. I know it fucking will. It simply will. I'm gonna work until that happens. Like, simple. I'm not gonna wait around for it, obviously, but in this situation, you get what I mean. You shouldn't be run by the end goal, by the desire. I kept having this thought of the end goal, like, was motivating me. When instead, you need to run the desire. You need to change it up a little bit. Like, imagine, here, I'm gonna give you exactly what I thought. I was literally right after I saw the quote about desire. I asked myself if I was being run by desires, especially for my business. And yes, I was, because I wanted the end goal. So I switched it up. I switched the wording around like it was a contract. And I said, instead of just wanting the money and wanting the freedom from it, I want the whole fucking journey. I want the journey from a little whelp, little neophyte, to grand fucking master, to like absolute master artisan of that shit. That's what I want. I want the journey. I want the whole fucking thing. How can I explain this? Oh God, it's like, I want the ability, this is literally, for the rest of my life, I want to be grateful for the fact that I went through this, that I worked hard enough, and that I'm capable, and know that I am capable enough to do this. Now I'm running the desire. The desire is not running me. Boom. You want to have, for every one of your desires, every one of your goals, you want to have something like that. If not, if you don't do that, you can still reach your goal, of course, but you're not going to be as grateful, as present, as powerful as you when you move towards it. This way, I am far, far fucking stronger. I can tell you that right now, I am governed a lot stronger than I was before when my desire was running me, rather than me running my desire. So, like, at the end of this video, do that same shit for all your goals. All your fucking goals. Every one of them. You should be running it, not the other way around. Is there anything else? I feel like there is, but it's also a very good time to end this video. I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, you have a good one. Peace, fuckers.